This is Anna Williams with a tutorial on how to create a section cut through a model in 3D Studio Max. So I've started off here just with some simple shapes, so a plane with a noise modifier and a sphere which intersects it. So to create a section cut which we can then transfer into AutoCAD, we go into the Create tab up the top, and under the splines there is a section button. So if we hit that, and we can then click and drag our section cut or line. So I've drawn that a bit out of the way there, so I've used the Move tool. Use the Move tool to drag it so that it intersects with my geometry. I can then also modify it by rotating it. So I'm going to rotate it here 90 degrees so that it intersects through my shapes as so. I then want to click on the section cut and go into the modifier, and when you are okay with the location of this section cut, you press the Create Shape button up the top here. So then label this as section cut, press OK. So we then want to get this section cut out of here, because at the moment it sits in the location that you've cut it. So I'm going to delete this section here, and I'm going to go to the Select by Geometry up here. I'm going to select the item which we labelled section cut. I am then going to move it out the way like so. So as you can see, it's cut an outline through where we had that plane. If we then select this wire shape, the editable spline, we can then go to Export, and if we remember to select it as a DWG file and label it and save it in the location you want to, so press Save. This document then comes up, so instead of exporting the entire scene, we want to export only the selected objects, and then also choose your version of AutoCAD and press OK. Then if we go into the file which it's saved in, you can see here we've got section_1, and if we open up in AutoCAD we have the section cut. So that's a good way to create line work if you want to export it into AutoCAD or any other form from AutoCAD into Illustrator for presentation purposes. There is also a second way to create a section cut, and this is using the slice tool. So this would be quite good if you want to do a sectional perspective or something which you want to render. So to do this sectional cut, we select our geometry, select everything, and go to the modifier. We're going to add a modifier of a slice. So we can see the slice, this orange box here is our slice. So in the modifier we want to open this up and click on the slice plane. So we can then now move this around and rotate it. So if you stay in the modifier panel, you can choose to remove the top or remove the bottom. So I'm going to go remove top. So if I move this slice, it cuts through the model in different ways. So I am also going to rotate this 90 degrees, as so. So you can see that it has cut away the shape of our building. So it hasn't just left us with an outline, it's cut half the geometry away. So if you apply materials to this geometry, you can create some quite good rendered perspectives. So I haven't applied any materials, but I'm just going to do a test render now. So take that map away. So although no materials of mine have been applied, you can see that if you worked this up quite a bit, it can create some quite good drawings, and you can combine this with the line work that you got from doing the first perspective technique. So these techniques are quite good, especially for architects and architecture students that need to present their work. Thank you.